ah, e, p, s. These are sounds in the English language. Children and even adults may have difficulty producing the various sound elements. Physical abnormalities, poor speech models, and hearing loss are among the many possible causes of such problems. To the listener, these individuals sound as if they are omitting, replacing, or slurring some speech sounds. The number of defective sounds and the degree of deviation of each are major contributors to a listener's understanding of this type of speech. Some articulation deviations cause little or no problem for the listener, while others substantially interfere with communication.
When I first started college, I wanted to be a psychologist, but then I realized that I would have to talk to people, and I figured with my speech handicap, I could really relate to them. So that's why I changed my major to education, in hopes that I could give tests, psychology tests in schools, and kind of work behind the scenes where it doesn't matter if I talk.
Would you tell me a little bit about what you've been doing when you've been coming here? Tell me how you used to make the R sound. Tell me the color of your shirt, the collar of your shirt, and tell me how you used to say it.
Red.
What do you say now?
Red.
Do that again for me.
Red, red.
Pretty good. And you've been working on that when you've been coming here. Can you think of any other words that you have learned to say differently? What does Bunny eat?
Carrot.
And what's another name for Bunny?
Rabbit.
Which way did you say that then?
Rabbit.
Would you say it the other way now?
Rabbit.
Okay, that's a pretty hard one, isn't it?
Tell me about what you did for Halloween.
Well, you know, we took a balloon and we made heads, big heads. And we blew the balloon up and we paper-mache'd it. And then we cut the tip of the balloon off. Then we painted a face. And I was an Indian. I had a feather and wore paint. And after that, we cut our mouth out, and you can see out your mouth.
I wonder if you'd like to see some names of some pictures for me, John. Why don't you start up here and go all the way around?
Robin, raspberry, radishes, rabbit, ring, rose, rooster, rake, ribbon, reindeer.
Okay, what color is that?
Red.
What did you learn about hearing?
I just learned where the sounds go through.
Can you explain to me what you learned?
Well, I learned what part of it of the ear could be cause of hearing loss and where the sound goes through.
Okay, explain to me what part of the ear could cause the hearing loss and how the sound goes through.
Well, the sound goes through the canal, and then it goes to the eardrum and it vibrates. Then it goes to the 3 small bones. It vibrates, and then it goes to the cochlear, and it sets into motion. And then the sound goes up the nerve takes it to the brain.
I'm planning on teaching home economics in high school.
Mm-hmm. Would you have ever gone for speech therapy if it had not been required of you?
I don't think I would have gone for therapy because I didn't know, I really didn't even notice that I had a problem. Never occurred to me. Since I've started, taking therapy, I really noticed it. Mm-hmm. My speech so far has been improving. I've been in therapy since, now September. And I have been improving on my S's. And I do notice it more. And I am using it, when I talk with my friends. And
there was another, and it was clear to everybody that the tenor had the right tempo. And another time, this particular conductor did a performance of Bohème that just completely deadened everything because the tempos were either too slow or too fast or inconsistent, but the whole opera was ruined. And in any event, in the Kindertotenlieder on Thursday night, Alice was singing, and I noticed that something sounded awfully peculiar. And I didn't like it. It sounded very chopped up.
Okay, let's continue what we're talking about related to the conductor and his problem with tempo.
Mm-hmm.
And now let's ease back a little bit on the articulation. Let's get your best performance now,
Okay.
okay?
So, so anyway, but it really bothered me. And later on, when I spoke to Alice, I told her about it, that the first song sounded very chopped up. And she said, well, you know why? I said, why? She said she had to take breaths in the middle of the phrases, and everything fell apart.
Beth, I'd like for you to tell me about some of the reasons you came to our speech clinic this summer. Would you tell me?
Yes.
Tell me some of the reasons why you're here.
Because I have to learn, and I have to be reading lip, and I have to learn to do all the work so people can understand me at duo.
And try to remember to put in the final sounds and the sounds of D and G.
There's a place for you away from teachers, diapers, and what do I do now, Mommy? Away from an iron, dirt, and mitten, batten. Away from dice, guess who's coming to dinner, and is that gray hair?
All right, thank you.
Start with when you get up in the morning and explain everything you do until you go home from the exchange home in the go home from the clinic in the afternoon.
If I get up, I put on my clothes and make my bed and go in the restroom and put my teeth, and I put my toothbrush in my room and go down to the TV lounge.
TV that early in the morning? I wish I could get up and look at TV that early in the morning. Why do you go look at TV?
We don't. I mean, we only sit here.
Oh, you sit in the TV room until when?
For breakfast.
Okay, and then you go to breakfast?
And we go down to the bedroom and play a little bit, and we can go to school.
How do you get to school?
Mr. Greg.
You walk with Mr. Gray?
We ride in the bus.
Okay, and you go to school until what time?
8:30.
How old are you?
That's
nice.
12.
How old are you? Ah. How old are you? How old are you? How big are you? How many? Show me. How many? How big are you? Count.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You're 7.
Mm-hmm. What is he doing?
Uh-huh.
He's making something? What is he making?
Yeah.
A nail, and what is that?
Right.
Hammer. Look at that one. You should like that one.
Huh?
Who is he?
Huh?
He's a baker. What is he making?
Uh-huh.
What is he making?
Huh?
A what?
Huh?
A cake. Maybe a birthday cake? Bobby had a birthday, didn't he? Yes, you did, because I came to your birthday party.
Not big.
Yes, you did have a birthday.
Not big.
Not what?
Not big.
Oh, not a pink birthday cake? What color was your birthday cake?
Black.
Brown. Brown.
Black.
Yes. Was it big?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's happening in that picture?
Mom got me the bottle at Dad and.
The mom is pumping the water in the dad's hands?
Yeah.
And what is Dad doing?
Waiting the and.
Dad's washing his hand. Oh. Let's try another one, okay? How many do you have there?
4.
Okay, look at the first one and tell me what's happening.
It's running.
The horse is running, okay?
It's walking.
The horse is walking, okay? What is the boy doing?
The boy is not winning now.
The boy is doing what?
Not winning.
Stopping him down, okay? What's happening in this one?
The hat blew up.
His hat blew off or flew off?
Blew up.
Flew off, okay.
And that's about to fall off.
And he's about to fall off? Okay.
And the horse ran away.
And the horse ran away.
Jim, why don't you talk a little bit about why you came into the clinic, the problems that were bothering you when you first became aware of them?
Well, I knew for a long time that I was having trouble with my speech, and I'm got a small business, and I want to enlarge it, and I thought it'd be an advantage if I try to help my speech some.
What kind of work do you do?
For covering.
And when did you get started in that?
In 1963.
Get enough work to keep you busy?
Yes.
Good. Is this work that you do just in your home community, or do you move around the state some?
Well, we got about 3 counties that we cover. We got Morgan, Monroe, and Owen County.
Morgan, Monroe, and Owen, huh? They're all in the same area, though, aren't
Yeah.
they? Okay. What are your plans for your business? You said you wanted to expand it.
Well,
what way do you want to expand it?
We want to open up a place where we sell. Now, all we do is installation.
Okay, you want to sell?
Mm-hmm.
What is it you'll be selling?
Carpet and an OEM towel.
Okay, do you have to go and get yourself educated into these things before you can sell them, or do you already know?
No, you just pick them up working the different fibers. You pick those up by working with them.
Mm-hmm.
The types of fiber and how they're made, and which one you use for different areas and stuff.
When do you plan to go into the expansion? Soon?
No, it'll be next spring if we go.
Okay, and you're interested in improving your speech so you turn out to be a better salesman, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of responses have you gotten to your speech? What kinds of comments do you get from people?
Well, they're not, most people are pretty nice about it.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you have trouble on telephone calls and stuff.
Okay, and they end up doing what on the calls? How do you know they're having trouble?
Well, they ask you to repeat, but most of the time we can work it out.
Mm-hmm. What things do you do to make your speech better when people say, they can't understand or they ask you to repeat?
Well, I try to slow down and go over it.
Okay, does it seem to help if you slow down?
Yes, sometimes.
What's your first name?
Cora.
And how old are you?
I am 23 years old.
Where do you come from? Nice and slowly.
32 Wayne Road, Foster, Virginia.
Would you say the name of the state again?
Virginia.
Try it this way. Virginia.
Virginia.
How old are you?
I am 23 years old.
years old.
That's better.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me again some of the things you like to do and see if you can say it more slowly and more clearly.
I like to go swimming. I like to ride the roller coaster and the Ferris wheel and carnival.
Would you read that this time?
I'll read it.
And make it nice and slow.
I like to ride the roller coaster, and other rides at the carnival.
Not this word.
Carnival.
Better. All right. I want you to say these words and make me understand which one you're saying. So say them clearly and slowly and make each one different.
Bat.
A baseball bat?
That's right. Pat.
Say it again.
Pat.
Pat. Like I pat the dog.
Hat.
An Easter hat?
Yeah. Sat.
I sat down.
Fat.
Too fat?
I'm in the School of Education, majoring in special education.
What exactly do you want to teach?
When I graduate, I don't really know what I want to do with my degree. I'm not really excited about teaching. I hope I can specialize in a field. When I entered education, I wanted to teach disadvantaged children. And I still want to work with disadvantaged children, but not as teaching them. I want to take a lot of psychology courses and do something with psychology. I'm sure my speech would interfere with my goals because I would always be self-conscious and would it would kind of make me well, I would have set my goals as high, I don't think. I'm a sophomore here, a second semester sophomore. When I was in the first and second grade, I had speech therapy, but then we moved, and where we moved did not have a speech therapist. I would like to counsel disadvantaged children, but I would also like to give psychology tests to disadvantaged children. When I first started college, I wanted to be a psychologist, but then I realized that I would have to talk to people. And I figured with my speech handicapped, I could really relate to them. So that's why I changed my major to education, in hopes that I could give tests, psychology tests in schools, and kind of work behind the scenes where it doesn't matter if I talk to people.